What if I told you that a cat saved an entire family, but almost didn't make it himself? This is the story of a cold winter night that changed everything. This is not just a story about a pet. It's a story about struggle, kindness, and second chances. It all began with a tiny gray kitten who could barely stand, and it ended with a love that transformed a family. Stay with us, because what happened next will break your heart and fill it with warmth. The streets were freezing. Snow blanketed everything in sight. In a snow-covered alley, under a rusty dumpster, something small and helpless was curled up. It was a kitten. Its trembling body barely moved, and its big golden eyes shone with a last flicker of hope. Meanwhile, across town, Emily, a single mother with 2 kids, was struggling to keep it together. A letter with an eviction notice lay on the table. She stared at it, knowing time was running out to make a change. One morning, while taking out the trash, Emily saw him. The tiny gray kitten with big golden eyes looked up at her, scared but full of silent pleading. Her heart sank. She couldn't leave him there. Wrapping him in her scarf, she brought him home. He was just a small, defenseless ball of fluff that initially feared her but gradually began to trust her. But the joy didn't last long. Max, as they named the cat, was sick. His weakness became more evident, and one evening, he simply stopped breathing. Emily wept, holding him close. Then suddenly, he let out a faint breath as if fighting for his life. That was the turning point. From that moment on, the fight for Max's life began. Each day was a challenge, but the little kitten kept getting stronger. Meanwhile, their neighbors noticed Emily's kindness. An elderly woman, moved by her care, offered them a new place to stay. After moving into their new home, Max became part of the family. He played with the kids, stole sandwiches, and filled the house with laughter. His golden eyes sparkled with joy, warming the entire room. Max became the king of the house, lounging confidently on the couch and reminding everyone that even in the toughest times, hope could shine through. Emily stood by the window, thinking of everything they had been through. The small kitten who was once on the brink of death had given them a second chance at happiness. If this story touched your heart, hit the like button and subscribe. Let's share more stories like this to remind the world that kindness can change everything.